Raul, 200 subscribers, under the motherfucking influence of the VC every day. I would literally have to sit here with a stack this high to pull everything
This life is tricky,
that has been recommended and I picked up because of you guys. I would like to thank, right off the bat, everybody. You know, and I know there's going to be some that I don't show records by that I'm going to miss, and I'm going to think later like, oh, that's right, he, you know, showed that and I picked it up because of that. But I can't do everybody. So right off the bat, MemberTube, Biosite, B-Speak 68, Citizen Toxie, obviously, Raul, even Crayoni, man, even Crayoni, Deep Crates, 120%, man. He's responsible for like half of the soul funk shit that I pick up. DJ Functional, which, you know, isn't really a VC member, but is, you know, love DJ Functional. Derek, DVD Dude, you know, Conrad, Dr. fucking Deadwax, Eolavox, Rob, Fatback Funk, Earl of Suave, man, Earl of fucking Suave, Dixieland Farms, Greeno, Glowing Cabbage, Glass Orchid Aftermath, Garage Garner, you know, Cool Ranch Dressing, fucking Laz, Lunacy, for McSoapy, Memphis Vinyl, Jim, Mr. Fartboy, Mr. Hall of Fame, MemberTube, already said, Nathan Morales, you know, Paniques, Pudsey, fucking Pudsey, Punk Texas, Sarah's Record Shelves, Secco Funk, Sequoia Flame, oh, Sequoia Flame, man, you're responsible for a ton of shit, Someone 41, Stefan 73, Sublime Media, Sun Dodger, Supra West, oh my god, the Grecian Thunder, the Needle Drop, you know, the Teacher, Zeke, fucking Zeke, how can I forget Zeke, To the Boy Ellis, Vinyl Fury, I mean, Wave Array, Kevy Metal, you know, I mean, the list goes on and on. These are guys, you know, I watch a lot, and I'm pretty sure I probably even, like, Big Star, 1000, Bostonian Reggie, just tons of people, man, and every single one of you, I've probably had a record recommended, you know, or not recommended, but I eavesdropped and seen you showing it and said, you know what, I want to listen to that too. So what I'm going to do is I only pulled a couple, and I want to first talk about this first record because this was the start of the VC for me. If it wasn't for this record being in my collection and seeing the video by Metal Jesus Rocks, which isn't even a VC member, but he's a video game collector on YouTube, and he shows retro video games, but he also is called the Metal Jesus Rocks, and he did a couple videos on vinyl and stuff of that nature, music related, and he showed this record, and I knew I had it in my stack, and at the time I might have had 60 records, you know, my Elvis records, some Deep Purple, some Grateful Dead, you know, some of the main shit that I used to listen to when I was younger, stuff from my childhood, and he just kind of got me into it, started searching the internet, and then I found Dan. Dan, Mr. Hall of Fame, and Lazarus were the first ones I came across, so Dan put me on into Resonance. Got some Resonance records. These are all originals, except for this one. That's a reissue. So there was the Resonance. And then, you know, Dan also, and a lot of people don't know this because it's one of my favorite bands now, got me into the Melvins. Gluey Porch Treatments. This is Isis and Melvins 12-inch. This is a split. This record is heavy. I think it's heavy. I think this is a fucking heavy-ass record, and it's a dope record. It's one that I have to show the vinyl of. Isis and Melvins, man. And Melvins are just, you know, have become, over time, probably one of my favorite artists to collect, and one of my favorite just all-around artists, period. Lazarus and Dustin, or Dustin more or less, Motley Crue, didn't even know this was out. They showed it, and I think they both picked it up, and I ended up going out and getting it because of that. So shout-outs to Dustin and Laz. Shout-outs to Laz solo on this one. Simple Minds. Would have never really picked that one up. I always seen it in $2 dollar bins, but never picked it up. You know, Laz praised it. I picked it up and loved it. Memphis Vinyl Jim. I told him I like B.B. King, so he said, you know what? Go out and get yourself some Albert King. So I did. It's amazing. Stacks. Dr. Deadwax. McDonald and Giles. This album is the shit. Thank you, Dr. Deadwax. And to be honest, Deadwax, there's a lot of shit. Same thing with Greeno. You think out of all the things that I picked up from Greeno, this would be, you know, the one I grabbed. Eye Against Eye, The Bad Brains. This record I never had or never even heard before he showed it. I went out and grabbed the CD and the vinyl. To the boy Ellis, Henry, Earth. This album is fucking heavy. And it's dope, and it's sick, and it's fucking killer. I think it's just on regular black, so I'm not going to show that. Derek, Dead Can Dance. Seen you talking about it, showing it, whatever, and I just had to go get it. And I did, and I love it. Derek, I know it's your record, it's kind of cheating, but an Earl of Suave. Earl of Suave. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have this record. Derek, if it wasn't for you, I definitely wouldn't have this record. Amazing. Functional. Also, like, Deep Crates and just Fatback Funk. You know, I got funk out the ass now because of you guys. Someone 481, not necessarily this record, but rockabilly in general. All because of you, man. I mean, I always loved this shit, but, you know, 45s. I owe a lot of the 45s I pick up because of you. Garner, Garage Truck Stop, anything like this. Sight Garage, Telltale Heart Sonics. Sonics definitely came right from your backyard, or right from your recommendations. Squeeze, Pudsey. Out of all the things Pudsey could have recommended, you think, you know, AC/DC, Deep Purple, something like that. No. Squeeze. He put me onto this album, and oh my god, one of my favorite all-time records of all time. One of my favorite bands, new wave type stuff of all time. Love it. Thank you, Pudsey. Waiver Ray, when I was new to the VC, sent me a little VC Love package. First VC Love package I ever got. Sent me this and a Rainbow record. I've been digging this ever since. Thank you. And I don't see Waiver Ray around much anymore, but, you know, he's the man. You know, another one that Dan put me onto from Canada. Bloodlust on blue vinyl. What else? Put me on the Boris. Here's a Boris and Torch 10-inch split. Put me on the Boris. Love Boris. All because of Dan from Canada. You know, jazz. Anybody in the vinyl community who talks about jazz and shows jazz, you know, thank you. Herbie Hancock. You know, the Blue Rabbit album that I was showing. This is Johnny Hodges. This is a good one. Dizzy Gillespie. You can't fucking fuck with Dizzy Gillespie. I mean, for real. Miles Davis. John Coltrane. The VC is responsible, single-handedly responsible for me loving this music. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have been closed-minded for the rest of my life. I thought I knew a lot about music until I got in this family, man, and now I can actually say I do know something about music, and I'm getting there, you know. And it just takes, you know, sitting there and listening and studying and doing your research and just learning, man, because... Thank you. That's all I gotta say. And for your 200 subscribers, Raul, man, you deserve them. Under the Influence contest. Love that book you showed. Not the one with the famous people on it, the other one. If there was anything that I would want, that would be what I definitely like, because I collect those books. I have some up here, and that's actually one I've never seen before, so that was a really cool find on your part to find that. But yeah, man, I mean, you'll obviously get many more subs, man. You're the shit. Your room, like Mr. Hall of Fame said, is just kind of like how my room is in a way. When I was younger, it was everywhere, just like yours. Like, I mean, I had music everywhere. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of music that I listened to before, you know, the VC, and I always dug deep into music. But for some reason, with all this being shown, there's just so much more, you know? It's almost like it's nonstop. It's an endless thing, and it's beautiful, man, because it doesn't seem like I'll ever run out of stuff to listen to, no matter what. I can always switch to a genre that I might not have never heard of before. You know, I haven't even touched country yet, and don't get me wrong, there's going to be a time when I think I'm going to sit and do country, you know, because I really do like country. Same thing with, like, world music and stuff, and, like, you know, whatever. There's so much left to, you know, I haven't even got through new wave and punk yet, even close to it. You know, I've only kind of scratched the surface of a lot of these genres that I wasn't as familiar with as I am getting to be. So that's what it's about, man. Just thank you, VC. You know, that's enough of a thank you. I don't need a record or a book, although I would like to win, but I mean, I already did win. I'm here, and I think people who aren't here are missing out big time on really rediscovering or discovering, you know, some shit that they really should be trying to, you know, do their research on. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man, except for congratulations, and that's it.